Hello everybody, coming to you here, beautiful Queensland, southeastern corner in Australia, to support, to serve, to communicate what I believe and I'm hoping will bring you a better way to move forward and a better way of being through your own challenging, through your own moments, through your own lives as you begin to find yourself again. I'm representing myself here just as a human being, as a person who is very spiritual minded, and through my life experience it's led me to find my why. It's led me to want to be a better human being, to serve and support all of you out there. And it's through my creation at Jorge's Spiritual Healing, Jorge being my background, my name. I'm from Chile, and I'm also known as Georgie to many of you who know me, George. And I've connected to the wonderful platform, organization, which you are connected to now through Find My Wild. So I sincerely hope, and I believe, and I know that through your growth, through your learning, through the mindfulness approach that you can give yourself, that you can begin to repair, heal, become the best version of yourself that you can be right here and now. So I'll step into this. I'll step into what I've created now in this moment for all of you. So I here with an opportunity for all of you to approach the 4R's. The 4R's being reflection, refreshing, rewiring, and reaching out. And I'll begin to discuss this. Why am I here? Why am I outdoors? What's this about? Because I choose to be outdoors. I am relaxed in my nature, which is free, which is here for all of you to connect to. Observe, take in. So nature being key, the nature being all of us. Yeah, I love it out here. My first and backyard, my nature, Mother Earth, Pachamama. I feel the breeze, I hear the birds, I listen to myself out here. So, this interchangeable process, this step guide, is something, like I said, I've created for you, for all of you out there to reflect upon and take the pieces that you choose to. It's all interchangeable, which is what is great, and it's all an opportunity for you to begin to reach in and to be the best version of yourself that you can be in that moment, you know? So breathe. Let's begin. This is therapeutic. This is part of reflection. As we step into reflection and we're out in nature, well, let's breathe. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold it and breathe out. 1, 2, 3. And just continue through that reflection process of your own breath. How often do we just sit out here and just breathe consciously, reflecting on the breath? The breath says a lot about you, you know. The breath says how in tune you are. It says how relaxed you may or may not be. The breath is our life force. So breathe consciously. Relax your breathing. Out here in nature, we're given many opportunities to just reflect, to recharge. So begin by connecting to your breath, okay? So, this reflection stuff, you know, we're observing our environments. We're observing the breath as we've begun. Let's reflect ourselves. Begin by going in here, in here. More often it's the most difficult part for people to go within themselves. But that's the only place you're going to find all your answers, is within yourself. Not out there, in busyness, in virtual land, in distractions, in addictions, in places you've gone to before and haven't worked. So you want to observe, begin with yourself, go within, go within. Do it in your own way, by listening, by harnessing, by truly connecting to what's inside, you know. What's it look like? Is it good? Is it bad? Or is it just growing? Or is it just about learning? Yeah, all answers are inside, you know, so let's observe ourselves, our path, you know. What's led us to here? Why are we in this place? Find my why now. Why are we seeking for something else? Be honest with yourself. Truth. Yeah, man, well, you know, I've gotten it wrong before. I've had my ups and downs. I've faced challenges and I haven't faced challenges. I've been truthful to myself and I've been untruthful to myself and to others. But what's most important? It's the self. The self. Mind, body and spirit, man. We can easily get torn apart, you know. We can get broken up into pieces. But I'm here to tell you that you can put yourself back together. You can, through this opening in reflections, recognize, see yourself for what you truly are, and it's okay. Because in moments we move. In moments we breathe, in moments we feel, and then we go to the next moment. So the in-between line of all our passages, of all our places, will show you change is possible. Just as we age, the body, just as the mind retains some memories, retains patterns and behaviors, such as the spirit weighs you down or not. I'm here to remind you, it's a gentle reminder that all things are possible if you go within and you reflect and you are truthful to yourself. Begin with yourself, okay? So, how's my health going? What's positive in my life? What's one thing that is positive in my life? What's one thing that is going for me right now? And that one thing, you know what? Matters. It's that relationship. It's that friendship. It's that person. It's that one place that I feel safe in. That's a great start. And hey, if you don't have it, if you don't even have that one thing, well, let's find it. Let's find it, let's give it back to yourself. And I'm here to tell you that it will happen, and it can happen through your moments of being truthful and going within. So what are some of these routines, interests, hobbies that you continue to maintain and connect to or not? I encourage you to find healthy hobbies. What works best in the long run is healthy traits, healthy mind, body and spirit, and we can break that down, and we will go through that, through the therapies that you choose, through the thoughts that you give yourself. Feed yourself with what matters for you most. Hey, and we've got to be big and look inside and be truthful to feed ourselves correctly. Yeah. So reflections, go in there, be truthful. Refresh, redirect, remove, you know. As we refresh, we start opening up from our reflection. We refresh to this place we want to go to the safe house, to the safe place we want to give ourselves. That requires a refreshment, a peeling back through the layers of ourselves, opening up new chapters, and recognizing what really works for us and what doesn't, you know. What's led us here continually? Why is this pattern being repeated in my life? Yeah, but I really want to see that person. I really want to be with them. But I love them so much. I understand. All things inside matter, particularly the love. But there is such a thing as healthy relationships. There is such a thing as healthy love, healthy nurturing. Because love forced, love broken, doesn't sound right, you know. Again, be truthful. You can't lead the horse to water and make it drink and force it along the way, can you? No. So you got to be truthful. If you work on yourself and you reflect and you refresh and you're honest with what is working and what isn't, and the part that you are playing with yourself, guess what? You will begin to be the best version of yourself, and you will begin to shed and remove unhealthy traits, unhealthy behaviors. Wow. Because there's many of them. I've had them along the way when I was younger, sure. And I see them continually in my workplaces. Yeah, I see so many people needing support, services, so many people continually harming themselves, becoming more broken souls because of a forced love, because of wanting to keep things their way. My way or the highway, no, it's just my way. You stay here. Wow. Come on, man. You know it isn't. It isn't the best way to treat each other. But isn't that so much of the problems in our society? Ego. Key to the self and directing you, I guarantee you. So shed that ego. Stir yourself inside. If you're honest with yourself, if you're truthful, you will recognize that forced patterns of behavior, that forcing your love on others when they're not ready, when they don't want it anymore, when all they want is space, is wrong. But it's up to you to recognize your behavior, your patterns. I'm just here to support it, you know? And I'm certainly not here to judge anybody, okay? That's not how I roll. So, but I'm just saying to you, you know, be truthful with yourself. Don't just half meet it. Don't just fudge it. Don't just copy it. You're here to be yourself. Do you even know what that self is? What is it? Who are you? What does this makeup say about you? The physical form. That says something, right? Absolutely. Your presentation, your ethnicity, your origins, your language, your cultures, and on and on and on and on. But is that all you are, a physical form? Or are you more as you reflect and you refresh, strip back your layers and really go in and, you know, refresh it up, being healthier? Yeah, for the physical form you can choose exercise, you can choose drumming like I do often, which is sound therapy, powerful, healing, not just to the self but to others, to your environment. Choose, you know, hobbies, interests that are simple, that are healthy. I mean, that's what works for me, right? And I'm here because I've done it. I'm here because I know it works, you know. So choose healthy, simple life, you know, the nature, sound therapy, the breathing, the healthy relationships, that one mate that stuck with you for so long along the way. Don't burn him, don't burn her. Don't force them either to be anything different. Find that person. It could be that advocate, it could be that professional therapist that you keep seeing. Listen, grow, learn, you know. So as we refresh, it's that continual thread of being truthful. Redirect your thoughts, your behaviors. If that's continually getting you into trouble, that next drink. The man takes one drink, the man takes another drink, then the drink takes the man. Or the woman. They're very powerful, you know. Recognize your patterns. Drug abuse, drug misuse, all needing care and attention, all signs of addictive personalities. So what are you feeding yourself, you know? Be truthful. So head to the right connections, you know, and ask the bigger questions as you refresh. Be willing to do for others, you know. Service to others, hey, that's pretty special. Oh, no, but it's all about me. No. This mind chatter, this talk, ego, all about me and what I want. How do I get to that next milestone? How do I get to that phone call? How do I get to that time with her? Me. No, I am saying refresh, turn that page. If you're truthful, you will recognize that forced ownership of people, of property, isn't right, you know. So let go, man, let go. Trust, have faith. Rewire habits, thoughts. So as we go from reflecting to refreshing, I encourage you to rewire. Rewire what? Well, all of the above, you know. The patterns, the routines that are destructive in you, that only you know about. I don't know you, only you know yourself. And sometimes those closest to you will know a lot about you too, but they don't know all of you. That's impossible. And they will only know what you choose to share. But again, as you peel back the layers, as you reflect and refresh and you rewire, wow. And if you're truthful, you will recognize, you know, your true self. You will recognize, what's this all about? What am I actually doing here? Who am I serving? Because from the saying to the doing, wow, big gap sometimes. It's easy to spruik words. It's easy to say, I will do this by the end of the week. I will be that by next year. Sure, that's great. That's a goal. That's a goal post. Action will always speak louder than words. But you can get there is what I'm saying, through the rewiring. So the rewiring is your therapies, is your tools, is your honesty. Affirmations for me is a powerful tool as well. I affirm to myself on this day, all right? So here I am talking to you. I am choosing to be the person I am. It's words with I am, which is powerful. I am, which is a great language to use and a great vibration. I am safe and others are safe around me. I am peaceful and others are peaceful around me. So affirmations are tools, verbal tools and thoughts that you can even entrench in there through affirmations, which can become very regular in your routine, can occur as you head to work, as you head to that appointment, as you're sitting here in nature, in your own safe space, whatever that is. Affirmations. Remove the clouds, remove the negativity by putting in their affirmations to rewire and rewrite your thoughts to positive construct. I am greatest health. I am positive. I am okay. So again, more tools for your toolkit as you begin to rewire thoughts. Music therapy, music, I beat the drum, you can listen to music, create playlists, go to YouTube, listen to that sound, that vocal, that place that feels right to you, because you know everything about you. I'm just here to gently remind you, that's all. So rewire through sound, through affirmations, play the tune. Hey, it works for me to this day. I'll play playlists. I'm universal, I'm globally spiritual. So I listen to all tunes, all sounds, all cultures, all rhythms, all beats. Wow, makes me feel good, you know? And I beat the drum again, because it's an extension of my healing, of my soul. And again, this happens as you begin to understand and connect to yourself more, okay? Do what feels right for you, from affirmations to sound therapy, you know, to nature, to exercise, walks, training, exercise, healthy eating. These are all positive rewiring to your mind, body, and spirit. The whole system you got to treat, not just the physical. It's everything. The mind is the mindfulness, where you begin to open your mind to higher knowing and wisdom, when you become a peaceful being, guess what? You're becoming more mindful that there's more going on than just yourself. And spiritual, being spiritual, hey, I'm chill, man, I'm calm, I'm peaceful. And all I want is that for others. All I want is that for you. So, reflecting, refreshing, rewiring. You know, as you rewire, you know, also it leads me to consider the old Johari window model. You know, Johari, if you Google it, if you look into it, it stands for the window panes, the Johari, Johari, Johari window. Check it out. You'll learn things about yourself. And it's just a reflection of the window pane as you look through it or others look into it at you. 4 panes, you know, and as you go alternate through it at any given place or connection, it's about one window pane being what you see and everybody sees. You move along, the next one is what only you see and others don't. The next one is what others see and you don't, and then the other one is the unknown, completely unknown to yourself, to others. So Johari window, check it out as well. That just came to me, you know, as a wonderful tool I came across a long time ago as a counsellor. So we've gone through reflection to refreshing to rewiring, and most importantly, you know, I want to say to you now to reach out any given time to professional services. You know, we're all in different capacities on this journey, and as survivors and victims of DV, it can be very difficult. I recognize that, I know that. So reach out for professional services if you need to immediately, always and regularly, if that is what is best for you. So I know within the QPS, for example, they have some wonderful services and supports. If you ever find yourself in custody, men out there, reach out to those services through lawyers, through liaison officers, through the DV services. If you're incarcerated out there, men or women, there are services. If you haven't heard of it, there's supports they will give you. Again, if you step into your truth and you're honest. And in community, the same thing applies, you know, at any given time. If you're struggling, there's wonderful supports for men called, for example, Men Choosing Change, which is a uniting care program, which offers men with a structured pathway to help them take responsibility for their behaviors. But it's not just a walk-in service. You have to meet criteria. You have to show you are wanting this, you know, and that's part of your growing and your learning and being truthful, you know, that these services arrive and you're given opportunities. So that's a good one, Men Choosing Change. There is DVAC, the Domestic Violence Action Centre, which you can Google that at any time as well, which has a host of services which are free and confidential for survivors of domestic violence, family and sexual violence. That's the DVAC, Domestic Violence Action Centre. And there is lots and lots more from the mental health first aid book, as I'm a mental health first aid trained as well, which I encourage all of you to do if you want to get a more understanding and a learning on mental health conditions. I encourage everybody out there to undertake the course, because first aid, sure, is the given for so long. That's for the physical, for the visual representation of an injury, but mental health is for everybody's underlying mental health, you know, which isn't obvious to the eye, which isn't obvious to people in the workplace, to us in our community if someone is struggling. So yeah, mental health first aid is a pretty cool tool as well. And that has I'm just reading a couple of other websites and support services. You got Beyond Blue, which is for depression and anxiety disorders, 24/7. Bipolar caregivers.org, blackdoginstitute.org.au, headtohealth.gov.au has a host of services there. The National Institute of Mental Health, Suicide Prevention Australia.org. So gentle reminders from me to you: if you're doing it tough, obviously don't keep it hidden. Reach out, please. That's part of my voice and my care for you too, that I always encourage you to reach out to that person, if it's a friend, even if it's somebody that you've just met, or even if somebody asks you one day. Just be honest, and that's the first step as well sometimes that we need to take for our own health and well-being, whether it's attributed to our ongoing domestic violence relationships, that we must reach out sometimes. And that's about being a bigger person. That's about growing within and recognizing and reflecting and refreshing and reaching out, that I don't need to do it alone anymore. It's okay to want support, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I do what I do, because I care about you, because you matter to me. Whatever side of the fence you sit on, whatever reason that it's led you there, for whatever judgment externally, for whatever it looks like to you, there are no judgments here. You matter, and I care for you. So please continue to reach out to these wonderful services like Find My Wild, and you can find me at any time at Jorge's Spiritual Services. Man, I wish you all the best. Go slow, be kind to yourself. Love, light and peace to you all.